Well, good morning. It is the 10th of June. We are going to look at this morning. Tomorrow is CPI, which is a big day. Today is not a lot going on, so I may not trade this morning. We're getting a little push down now. I don't have any clue what the market's going. I've been chopping kind of sideways. Get a pretty good push down here. A lot of times when it pushes down like that right before the market opens, it continues on down. So we'll see what happens. I'm not super excited about trading this. We're 1 minute from the open. Had a pretty good day yesterday, so I'm going to be a little bit cautious today, I hope. We'll see. I'm going to try to make a quick 10 points and get out today. We're not going to keep trading today because tomorrow will potentially be a really big day. Most professional traders, talking about guys that have been doing it for years, not me, will tell you that they make most of their money, 8 or 10 days a year. So today is probably not one of those 8 or 10 days a year. Market's pushing on down. So a lot of times when it does this right off the open, it continues on down. So we'll see what happens. Right now, we're under the moving average on all 3 time frames, so I'm only looking for shorts for now. And there's a push back up. So basically, we have to see if this down move was just a little juke move, try to sucker everybody in short, or if we're actually going to move down. We're kind of to the middle of the consolidation area there. Now we're pushing up higher. Now we're well above the moving average on all 3 time frames. So now this, at least for the moment, would tend to make us want to think that perhaps we're going up and our bias would be to the upside. But a little early to tell, just one 1 minute bar. What we're going to see here is whether we get a rejection here, which it looks like it's rejecting. This bar here, when we get back down here to the balance point, which is here, this is our balance point here. We'll see whether we get down to there, and if we do, how the market reacts to that. So we'll see. Right now, we've rejected off of this. So if we move back down and we make a new low, then I would suspect we're going lower. It can also just sit here and chop sideways for 3 hours. There's nothing that says it can't do that. Right now, this is basically a death trap. Yeah. So, all right. So we push back down. Yeah, this is starting to look like we're probably going lower. But it's a little early to tell. See what happens. All right, get ready to go short here. And we'll see. I don't know. I'm not convinced at all we're going down. But we may get lucky here. There you go. Okay. Well, I got lucky. I read that correctly because we pushed back under the moving average. That was a good trade. Let me see where I'm at here. That is, where's my junk? 200, 400. We're $420 basically. $420 for that little move. And you can see that we did not continue going down. So had I gotten greedy and tried to get 20 points out of that, there would have been a no-go. So really, I wasn't necessarily right about market direction. And that's the thing is, long-term market direction is very difficult to pinpoint. So you just try to capture these little moments where the market says, hey, I kind of want to go down here. it had pushed up here and failed. It pushed back up here and started back down. I got lucky, really. I read the market correctly, but I could just as easily not read the market correctly. Now we've pushed back up here, so we're either going to reject again off of this area and come on back down. One of these two wicks is basically a false wick. One of these rejections here is not a real rejection. One of them is a penetration. You have to think about it like the market says, "Oh, I've got people wanting to push it up, so let's pull it back down and trap as many people as we can." Or, "Hey, we want to go down. Let's trap as many people short as we can." We'll see what happens here. I'm not at all confident this is where this is going to go. I'm going to take that and get out. I'm going to take that and get out, folks. We're just chopping around here. All right. So now with that little bump there, I'm up $594. So we're going to call that a day. Tomorrow is CPI day. Could be a really big day, but the day like today is not a day that you want to keep trading because you can see this has been a very choppy opening. I basically took that second trade because of this rejection, double rejection here, and the fact that we started out below the moving average before the open. And this was a kind of a classic pullback up through the moving average with rejection. But, you could look at these wicks down here and read it completely opposite. So really, I just got lucky today. We're going to call it a day today. Tomorrow, like I said, CPI day, and maybe we'll get lucky and have a big day tomorrow. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me put this on the screen for you here real quick. Let me show you what we did. There we go. There's our two trades. And really, like I said, I'm going to say I just got lucky. I did a reasonably good job of reading things. But really, when it's chopping around like this, really, you just have to take little bits and get out. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.